Hello, everyone. Welcome to Creativity. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here tonight for our September craft along. I am so excited to be here. I hope you are as well. Thank you for all the ones that participated in the craft along and purchased kits in advance. But if you missed out, you are more than welcome to stay on and watch me as I craft the cards or the projects. And also there is still some packets available, and I have in the description on how you can claim one of the packets. I am just so thrilled to be here doing this tonight, and I am thankful for all the ones that did purchase the kit. As I am making the projects tonight, if you see that you are wanting one of the kits, then please follow the link in the subscription, and then you will be able to get a kit as well. I do have a couple of left, so I would love to send one over to you. Even though I won't be doing it with you, you have this video to always go back to. You also get a written tutorial step-by-step, and I also post these on my YouTube channel. So it will always be available when you get ready to craft. All right, I am just getting my desktop set up, so we will be ready to go. I'm ready. Hold on. I am so excited to get these projects done with you tonight. They are going to be so cute. All right, give me 1 second. I needed to fix. I don't know what it's doing. Huh. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. I am so excited to get these projects done with you. All right. For some reason, I lost my, there we go. Oh, come on. All right, I don't know what it's doing, but it's being silly. Hello, Nancy, how are you? We are getting ready to do the, okay, I'm going to have to fix the link after the video because some reason it's not working. So we're going to get started with the projects. Oh, come on. And then I will go back in. But in order to get the kits, I was trying to get the link in there and it's not letting me. So we'll go ahead and flip the camera and then we're going to get started. Craft Along is going to be the last Monday of every month. This is something that I will be doing going forward. This is kind of new. So also I have other new things coming up, and I will be live tomorrow at 8 o'clock to talk about the new Stampin' Up! Year that starts October 1st, giving you an insight of what I will be offering, what is going to be added to our classes, all that fun stuff. So make sure you join me tomorrow at 8 o'clock just for a brief moment, not 8 o'clock, excuse me. No. I will be live tomorrow at 7 o'clock for a brief overview of the upcoming events for the new year. So make sure you time in tomorrow at 7 o'clock and learn all about the new things that are going to be happening within creativity. I am excited to share with you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera and we are going to get started. So if you have purchased one of the kits, please go ahead and make sure you get them out and get them ready to go so we can get our crafting done together. I will be kind of going, not fast, but I will be going faster than normal because we do have 5 projects and I just don't want us here too late tonight crafting, as we do have other things that we need to work on. All right. So you should have received, if you ordered it in advance, you should have received a kit like this. It's a Ziploc bag and it tells you Craft Along Fluffy Squirrel. It shows you the date and that I shipped it, as well as the date that it was emailed. So I don't print the tutorials. I do email those out. So you should have a packet that looks like this. And on the inside of the packet, pull these out. On the inside of the packet, you have labels on each one that says card 5, card 4, card 3, 2, and 1. And inside of these packets, let me pull this out. On the inside of the packet, you would have an envelope and then all of your pieces that are cut. So I am not allowed to do any stamping, so that is why there's no stamping in here. So you will either need the bundles that I use, or you use whatever you have that will go along with the projects. All right. And then for this one, also Craft Along is $39. So you get the projects that we make. And this one, you're getting a spool of the Early Espresso and the linen thread, along with, let's see, do I have it over here? Hold on, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Give me 1 second. I wanted to share with you exactly what all comes in the kit. And then on this one, you got a half a pack of the Designer Series paper Gathering Together. So you get a half a pack of that. You get the linen threads. You also got a full pack of the embellishments. These are the Cajun Craze and Golden Dots. That would be in your pack as well. And then for this one, you got 5 card kits. Okay? So I do have a couple of packs left. If you're interested in it, I have in the description what needs to happen in order to purchase this. Okay? All right. So let's get started with our projects tonight. If you have any questions as I am going along, please reach out, make a comment. I do have my desktop up and can see any of your comments that are coming through. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, we're going to kind of go through them. And I've cut all my stuff, so hopefully you did the same. 1 second, let me show you. This is the card number 1 that we will be doing. And forgot to get the instructions off of the printer. So give me 1 second. Let me fix this. So whenever you order kits from me, you get a email sent to you that will be looking just like this. And then on the inside of this, it has the cards on it. And because these fell off of the printer, they didn't print. They're not in order. So you will get this, and it tells you all the supplies that I used in the class. And then it tells you step-by-step instructions. Now, for this one, I did all of the Designer Series paper cutting. Even though you got a half a pack of designer paper, going forward, if paper is included, I am going to not cut the paper. So when you get your packet, you're going to need to make sure you have made time to pre-cut your designer paper for each card, okay? I will supply the half a pack of the paper, but this time I cut all the strips like this out of the designer paper and then gave you the full half sheet. But if it's something like this, again, going forward, you will do the pre-cutting on that, because I do the step-by-step instructions, so you have everything that you need right there, okay? And if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me and let me know. All right, I am ready to craft, and I hope you are too, because I am so excited about these cards. They are so, I wasn't going to get this bundle, but I started talking to some other demonstrators, and it just went from one thing to another, so I ended up getting it. We are using the Fluffy Squirrel and the punch that goes with the Fluffy Squirrel. So the more I watched some of the demonstrators and the more we talked about this, I just fell in love with the Fluffy Squirrel. So here we go. Go ahead and take your basic beige, fold it in half. And that is the other thing. I did not score the card base for the simple fact that if you are not a card maker and you wanted to use this material on scrapbook pages, you've got a piece of cardstock that you could use for photo mats, die cuts, whatever you want, title cutouts, whatever you wanted to use it for. So I did not score the card bases. And that gives everybody an opportunity, whether you're a card maker or a scrapbooker. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take our designer series paper. And this paper is so gorgeous. Totally love it. So we're going to take this one and we're going to set it in just a little bit. And I think that's the right location. But we're going to go ahead and take our strip and we're going to put our adhesive on the back side. And if you are crafting along with me, I'm excited for that. And if you see that I am going to be going too fast for you, then just sit back, watch, because you can always come back and rewatch the video. All right, so here we go. We're going to take our second strip and we're going to put the adhesive on the back of it. Oh, no, look what I did. Guys, I put that on the wrong side. Oh, well, we're going to see what it looks like because that's not going to come out. All right, so we're going to put this right here. Hopefully, it's not going to matter. Let's see. Because I done got glue all over that. I think that'll be fine. I think that will. All right, now we need to do some stamping. So you've got your Cajun Craze and your pecan pie. All right, so now we're going to take and stamp our sentiment. Let me get, I got to get my block here. All right, so I got that. And then we need to take our sentiment out of here. And we are going to use Go Nuts, It's Your Birthday. And again, if you are not using this set, then use whatever sentiment that you choose to for this part. But we are going to use the Go Nuts. In any of the projects that you order from me, I will not be doing any stamping, but always know when you order a class from me, you can add the bundle on to your order, and then I pay the shipping and the tax and stuff on it, and then you only pay in the price because I do have my shipping included in my price for the class. All right, so here we go. We're going to do our stamping straight on to our crushed curry. And we're going to stamp straight down and then we're going to come up. All right, now this is the one that I really love doing. This little acorn. I love this little acorn. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it, we're going to take our Early Espresso ink, and you're going to just stamp the acorns all over. There is no certain direction, and there's no certain way of how many you put on here. That is totally up to you, because, you know, squirrels don't mind making a mess with their little acorns all in the yard or on your driveway. You know that. How many times do we go out and step on them? Got my tablecloth there. All right, so that is the Stampin' that we're gonna. No, it ain't either. We got to do our squirrel. I just stamped my finger. Hold on, let me get that off my finger. All right, we're gonna move that out of the way. You have a piece of scrap basic beige. We're gonna stamp our squirrel on that. Again, if you are not using the squirrel, then you will use whatever piece you have. All right, so yeah, yes, this is him. Okay, making sure that's the right squirrel, because one of the squirrels goes with the punch and one of the squirrels do not go with the punch. So we're gonna take our outline and we're going to stamp the squirrel in Early Espresso. Okay, and I did pick the wrong, this is a 2-step stamp, so now, nope. See, I'm getting my little squirrels backwards. Now I got the right one. Now we're going to stamp the inside of our squirrel in the pecan pie. All right. How are you coming along for those that have the kids? Are you keeping up? Are you following along? I hope you make a post of your projects at the end. I would love to see what everybody did. Whether it's this set or if you did your own thing, I would love to see your projects. There we go. Isn't he so cute? And you know what? I believe I did it. I sure did. All right. I used the squirrel. I used the squirrel that did not go with the punch. So I am going to have to re-stamp him real quick and use the other squirrels so the punch works. Since I've already stamped my label, it's not going to stamp right. So give me 1 second. Let's see. Didn't want to use these big ones, but give me a minute. All right. So we're going to take this one and we're going to put in the Early Espresso. Okay. Now we're going to take our fill-in and do the same thing, just different directions. Nothing wrong with that, because I love playing with this little squirrel. And this is not my normal go-to stamp set, so I am so happy I did this, because it's not something that I normally would do. And so it's been fun playing with it. Also, while I'm doing this, we need to stamp our acorn real quick. And then we are going to take our blending brush, our pecan pie blending brush, our Stampin' blend, and we're going to just color the top of our acorn. Okay. Now we are ready to close up the ink, because that's all we're doing on this card. All right, let's clean up some of this, because We got too much going on here. Give me 1 second, guys. Get some of the stamps off of the desktop. It's just getting a little too cluttered. We have to semi-stay clean so we can function because we got a lot of projects to produce here. So give us ready to get rolling here. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to slide our punch right over our squirrel. And we're going to punch him out. And then what we're going to do is take our snips and I want to take the acorn here and put right on the punch side because it will punch out that acorn and then we don't have to fussy cut it. There it is. It's like, where did it go? All right, I'm going to keep this little squirrel, even though he wasn't the right squirrel. We're going to keep him because I can use him on another project. All right, let's get this card glued down. We're going to take our crushed curry and our tape runner, our adhesive runner. I am using the Stampin' seal, and we're going to butt that right up against that DSP. And then we're going to take our acorns, our pecan pie here, and that is going to go straight on at the bottom. And then we're going to take our little squirrel. We're going to put adhesive on the back of him. If you wanted to use dimensionals, you could also do that. But I am going to just put him straight on like this. We are going to take a mini glue dot and we're going to stick our little acorn on just like that, and that way he's holding the little acorn. And then we're going to take our early espresso and we're going to tie a bow. And if you purchased a kit, if I'm not mistaken, I did not, because you have the linen thread. I mailed some kits and I did do the bows and then some I did not. So you're going to tie your bow there and then you're going to put it on with a glue dot. We're going to just cut our little tails off right there. And then we are going to take our glue dot and our pick tool, and then we're going to just put that right on the back where we tied our knot. And then this is going to go right on top of the acorn. And then you can cut that down if you wanted to. You can make this a little smaller. Oh, I like the smaller bow. So there is card number 1. All right, I'm going to cut this off just a little more. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, so let's clean the mess there off. Oh, we got to put our embellishments on. So we're going to take our... Well, let's see, hold on. There they are. We're going to take our embellishments. We're going to do 3. We're going to do the big one. And that's going to go right there. And that does show up better if you do it on the tan color more so than the way I ended up doing it. We're going to put that one there, and then we're going to take the little one and we're going to stick down there. Okay, so there is card 1 that is completed. Okay, so let's go to card number 2. All right, card number 2. Ready? Here we go. This one is using the crumb cake cardstock. And here is the card that we're going to do with this one. And it opens like this. So it's a little different. Very cute. I hope you enjoy. I hope you're crafting along with me. I do have a couple of the kits left. If you are interested, there is instructions in this video and telling you how you can purchase the kits. All right. Also join my email list because I am getting ready to advertise what the craft along class is for October. So go out and join my emails so you don't miss out. All right, so now we've got our card base here. You should have another piece of crumb cake that I have embossed using the birchwood embossing folder. So we're going to just take this and we're going to put our adhesive on the back of it. Keep in mind, since this is embossed, you do not want to do a lot of pressure to it because it will make your embossing go flat. So you just very lightly do it. A lot of times with 3D embossing, I like to use our green glue that protects it from going flat. All right, and you're going to just attach that directly onto our card base. Then you have a piece of strip of your designer series paper. You're going to take your adhesive and just put it straight on. And then you're going to put that onto your card base as well. And just layer it up just like that. All right. We're going to go ahead and take our piece for the inside of our basic white. Put your adhesive on the back. And then just open your card up. Oh, snippies. I scored mine wrong. All right, well, yours should open like this in the kit. Okay, so it's going to serve as the same thing. I just did mine opposite fold. It's okay. So we're going to just put that on the inside. It's good to go. And now we're ready to do our other pieces. So here we are going to take, you should have a smaller piece of the basic white in your kit. You're going to take that, and then I use the Stampin' Blend Ivory. And I'm going to use the brush piece on here. And I just colored the bottom part of this. You can use a sponge dauber. You can use the blending brush and use ink if you chose to do that. I just did the ivory blends. And that is all you're going to do down there. All right. Now we're going to take our acorn and our acorn in the early espresso. And we're going to stamp the acorns in each of the corners. Okay. Then you're going to take your Cajun Craze blend and color the top up here. And then we're going to use the same sentiment that says, go nuts, it's your birthday. And we're going to use that in early espresso as well. Then we're going to stamp that right in the center of the two acorns. Okay. Now, we are going to take our early espresso cardstock and we're going to put our adhesive on the back of our basic white. And we're going to adhere it to the early espresso. And it's going to go just like this. Okay. Now we're ready to take this and put our adhesive on it, and it goes onto our card base. And that's going to go straight on our card base just like that. Got it? How's it coming along, guys? Are you doing good? All right. Now you should take your other piece of your basic white. And now we're going to use both of the squirrels. All right, so you're going to stamp them in Early Espresso. So do the shadow first. That is going to be your step 1. And I'm doing both of the little squirrels. So yeah, this one we're going to have to do a little fussy cutting, but it's not bad. All right. And then we are going to take our Cajun craze and we are going to stamp the insides of our squirrel. So this is that 2-step stamping. And this makes it so easy because it's the photopolymer set. So you can really line them up. All right. And I hope I did a good job because it's down. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we got to do our other little squirrel. And this one's going to go right there. Awesome. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? All right, so now in here, in this stamp set, there is a little present that I need to stamp. So let me get that stamp out. I'll tell you, I have had so much fun playing with this little set. It has not been, it's been so fun. So we're going to take this and we're going to stamp the present right at the top there. All right. Now I'm going to take my Cajun Craze blend. And I'm going to take the actual pin part and I am going to color the ribbon. Okay. Now we also need our basic black blend because we're going to put some dots. I just did 2 little on each side of our gift box. All right, now we're going to take our punch and we're going to punch out this squirrel. Going to line it up as best as you can. I don't want to cut his tail off. All right, so there's squirrel 1. Okay. And then we're going to, we've got to cut our little present out. Okay. Let's take our snaps. And it's okay if it has a little white on it. It does not have to be all the way to the point. Okay, guys? I know some people really get freaked out about having white on it, but it's okay. All right, so now let's close up those ink pads real quick. And then let's cut out this squirrel. Hello, welcome for joining. We are in the process of doing our craft along. We are using the Fluffy Squirrel Bundle. And I do have a few kits left, so if you did not have an opportunity to get them while registration was open, there is a link in this video that will tell you how you can get the kit. And I would love to send you one because this is a really cute kit. Also, make sure you're on my email list because that is how I advertise for classes, retreats that I do, any kind of events that I have going on. And I will be adding some new things to our calendar starting in October. So tomorrow I will be coming back live at 7 o'clock just for a briefing to tell you the future of creativity with Jennifer, where I am planning to go. We are getting ready to start a new stamping year. So I have set some goals, and I want to share my exciting goals with you, because for those that know me, know my husband, you are going to totally be surprised at what I am going to say with the goals tomorrow. So make sure you come and join me. And for those that are new for me, please come join me, as I would love to get to craft with you, know you better, and share my story with you of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. All right, so here is our squirrels. We ready to go. He's going straight on the card just like that. For the present, I used one of the mini dimensionals, and I popped the present up. All right, so here is the present. And we're going to sit it right there like he is handing it off. All right, so there is card number 2. Oh, how much fun. Those that got the kits, are you having fun? I hope you share your projects with us, as we would love to see what you are doing. And if you did not purchase these bundle, that's okay. You can compromise and use any kind stamp set that you have for this. It does not have to be the squirrel if you did not purchase it. It's okay. That's what Craft Along is. It's all about using stuff that you have, as well as getting the packets. I love to share paper crafting with you. I love that, my passion, and I want to share that with each and every one of you. And so I hope you continue to come and be here with me. I am live every Sunday and Wednesday morning. Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Wednesday morning is Coffee and a Card with Jennifer at 6:15 in the morning. Yes, it's in the morning, 6:15. I do a coffee and a card before I head off to my full-time job. As much as I want this to be my full-time job, I do work outside the home as well. So, but I do have fun while I am in my studio and getting to create and share with you guys. All right. Let's move on to card number 3. Hello, Gidget. How are you? Thank you for joining me. All right, we're moving on to card number 3. Oh, I love this one, guys. I don't use Blueberry Bushel very often, and when I decided to use it for this card, I was really happy with the turnout. I just loved it. So here is the project that we are doing. It just really made it pop. And then on the inside is just a plain. Anytime you use dark cardstock, it's best to use a light color on the inside so you can write your message or stamp and it shows through better. All right, so get your packet number 3 out so you can craft along with me. All right, so we're going to pull out our pieces. Here we go. Ready, ready, ready. All right, so here's our card base. We've already got it. I did not score it again because if you are not a card maker, I left it where it was not scored, because that way you can use it for scrapbooking, you can use it for matting, you can use it for titles. So if you just fold it in half and score it with your bone folder if you are making the cards. Then I cut the designer series paper, and we're going to, yes, use that gorgeous side. I mean, look at that. We're covering it up. We're going to put our adhesive on the back of it, and then we're going to turn it over, and we are going to put that straight onto the card base, just like that. All right. Then you have a strip of the blueberry bushel already pre-cut. You are going to take this then, and you're going to put your adhesive in here, and you are going to put this down toward the bottom of your card base, long about right in there. All right. Now we are going to then take our other piece of designer series paper, and you're going to take this and you're going to angle this, okay? So don't put it straight on. We are doing this at an angle. So let's do our adhesive on the back side here. And we are going to put this, like I said, do it at an angle, but also make sure your corners are on your card base so it actually stays down. You have this piece, and then you have this piece. So let's go ahead and stamp, and then we can put it down. We're going to take our early espresso again, and we are going to stamp Go Nuts, It's Your Birthday. If you haven't figured out by now, I am obsessed with this birthday saying, and this is normally not me at all on birthday cards, but I tell you, once I started playing with little Fluffy Squirrel, he had me. I mean, he is just so fun to play with. And I have a great time with him, and he is so stinking cute. All right, so let's get the pieces here so we can punch him out. We're going to take our scrap paper. Oop, that's not our scrap paper. We're going to take our scrap basic white, and we're going to stamp our squirrel in early espresso. And then the second layer is going to be with our pecan pie. All right. So we're going to take our base of our squirrel, and we're going to tap it into our early espresso. And then we're going to stamp our squirrel. Okay. And then we're going to take our pecan pie on the second stamp. And we are going to then line it up. And then we're going to color him in. Perfect. Now we need to stamp our acorns, and I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to do 4 acorns. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're going to take our ivory again and our blueberry bushel, and we're going to color those in. And I know acorn tops aren't blueberry bushel, but I just thought this was really cute. And when I go out and I step on these, now that our weather is changing and the leaves and stuff are falling, when I step on these barefooted while I'm walking to my car, I'm going to remember that I keep saying these are cute, because they hurt when you step on them barefooted. But I'm going to remember I said these things were cute because I was coloring these things. All right, so let's do this real quick. I am coloring the base of the acorn with the ivory blend, Stampin' blend. All right, so let's go ahead and close up our ink pads so we don't get that on our projects at all. And then we are ready to do our punching, and then we can assemble our card. So let's line our little squirrel up. Okay. There's our little squirrel. Now we got to, and that's what I was afraid of. All right, so I'm going to probably have to readjust on the acorns because I am in the path of the, hold on, let's see. Let's see if we can cut our acorns so we don't have to redo them. Because I forgot the acorns on this side, so it's going to cut part of the squirrel. But let's see what we can do. All right. So get your pieces ready so you can have yours when I get mine ready. And then we will put it together at the same time, guys. All right. So that is why we're doing a craft along, so we can craft together. Hello, Michelle. How are you? That is why we're doing craft alongs, because you get the kits in advance and then we get to craft together. Even though we're not in person, we are doing this together. And that is what makes it so fun, knowing others are crafting with you. All right, so this is our last one. And hopefully I'm not going too fast for those that are working on their projects. If you're not working on your projects, that's okay, because you have the video here. And also, once I get done and go have dinner, I will be posting it on my YouTube channel also. So this will be on the YouTube channel, and you know, it stays live on YouTube forever and ever and ever. Facebook now does delete videos after 30 days, but you can always go to my YouTube channel and still find the video. So I'm going to put the little acorn on with a glue dot, and we're going to put it right there on the little squirrel's hands. And then we need to attach this to the blueberry, and then go ahead and attach it to the card base, because we are going to stack our other acorns on the top of the squirrel onto the card base. So let's put these two pieces together. And if you got the kit, you have the written tutorial with the step-by-step instructions along with all of the measurements, so you can easily duplicate this card. And I am working on getting my tutorials on. I am starting my website. And once I get it on my website, I will be selling just my tutorials for my projects. So I will be able to store them there, and they will be for sale. All right. But until then, to get my tutorials, you order the class. And I do have those instructions in the description of this video. And I do have a couple of these kits left, but not many. So don't let them slip by, because they're so cute, guys. The projects are so cute. The little squirrels are so cute. All right, there is card number 3. We got to do our inside, don't forget, because we are using dark card base. We need to be able to write our message on the inside of our project. All right, so we're going to stick this right on the inside. Guys, we got 2 more cards. All right. Let's go to card number 4. All right. This has been so much fun. I hope you enjoy watching and crafting along with me. Here is the card number 4. Remember, Craft Along is going to be every month. It will be the last Monday of every month and be on my email list, because this week I will be sending out what Craft Along class is going to be for October. Since we're right around the corner, I just can't believe we're already there. All right, so we're going to take our basic beige and we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to take our bone folder and give it that good crease at the top. Now, if you are using this for scrapbooking, this could be your title. This could be your matting, your photos. It can be used for other things besides just a card. That is why I did not score yours. This is the crushed curry cardstock. Ooh. This is crushed curry cardstock. So we're going to just put our adhesive on the back side of it. And then we're going to stick that straight on here. All right. Then you've got your designer series paper. And I love this. It makes me feel like fall is like right in my hands. So we're going to go ahead and use that side. And we're going to put our adhesive on this side. Hello, Debbie. Hope you're doing well. We are on card number 4 in our Craft Along. So we are getting our card number 4 together. So we're going to put our designer series paper right there. And then you should have 2 tags in your kit. And this is using the nested essential dies, this one and this one. So we need to take our sentiment and stamp on that one. I am going to use the sentiment in Fluffy Squirrel that says, "May you gather happiness." All right, and then at the end, I'm going to show you a few other projects that I have done with this set to give you some more ideas for those that have bought it. And then if you haven't bought it, you can shop with me and order your little squirrel bundle, because he is just, he's so cute. As much as a mess they make, they are so cute. All right, so we're going to stamp our sentiment right in the center of our banner. May you gather happiness. And then we're going to close up our e-pad. Oh, you're fine, Debbie. Yes, make sure you go back and get the replay, because we've got one more project and then we're done. Until I will be back live tomorrow, as I was stating, but it is just, it's going to be a brief one. Stampin' Up has some upcoming things, exciting things coming up that I want to talk about tomorrow. Very exciting things, and I hope you get excited with me and come on the journey with me as well. And then we are fixing to go into a new Stampin' Up year. So I just want to talk about some goals that I have and some things that I am adding. I'm not taking anything away yet. We're going to keep everything the same, but I am adding a few things that has been requested. So we'll see how they go along. I'm going to commit to 3 months, and then we'll see at the end of the 3 months if it was productive and if my viewers and customers enjoy the things I'm adding. If so, we will continue. But if it's not getting the attention and it's just like, then I will reevaluate at that time. All right. Hello, Karen. So we're going to put our sentiment right there. Now we got to take our basic beige scrap And we are going to do the same thing again with our little squirrel, but this time we are going to do the second stamp in the Cajun Craze. All right. We're going to do this one in Cajun Craze. And Karen, just to let you know, I still got a couple of kits available for the little fluffy squirrel. I know you like him. Just saying. All right. Trying to get all my little pieces cleaned up so I can see what I got. Is this the squirrel that goes in our punch? No. See? I knew. That is him. That is him. Okay. All right. Let's do him in early espresso. I'm going to stamp him right there. All right. And then we need... I see you, Karen. I like that. Little emoji. So let's do Cajun Craze for the inside. And line him up. And this is one of the changes that Stampin' Up! Is doing starting in November 1st when they release the new online exclusive items. Everything, oh, I don't like that. He didn't line up. Every stamp in that release is going to be the photopolymer stamp sets because the red rubber is going away. So for our next release, they are only doing these photopolymers. So you will you will see new releases in November. Demonstrators get to see them in a month early. So I will get to see all the new stuff starting October 1. So if you would like that little perk, talk with me, as I would love to share some details with you about the exciting perks that you get. All right, so now that one's better, so we're gonna just go ahead and punch him out because there are perks to signing up. And just because you sign up, you do not have to do videos like I do. You don't have to do all that. That is by choice. All right, so I've got to do the little acorn. I didn't realize we had acorns on here. So we're going to see if I can squeeze it on here, or I may end up having to, I'm gambling, but we're going to try this. Let's see. All right, so we're going to take the Cajun Craze and the ivory again. And we're going to color these three in. And we're going to color the tops again with the Cajun Craze. Okay. Perfect. All right, so we're just using the acorns on here. So it's okay. The squirrel's off, but we're going to just do our acorns. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're going to just line our acorn up, or attempt to line our acorn up. All right, and then we've got this one last one. All right, so it looks like I'm going to need to cut the bottom of this so it fits down in there. All right. So we're going to line this up. All right. So there is our acorns. Now let's get our three together, get the scraps off of our workspace. Let's close up the ink pad. because, you know, we don't want to get that all over the place. We're going to put our adhesive on our little squirrel. Okay. And we're going to just set him right down in the bottom. And you can also use adhesive on these, not adhesive, dimensionals. If you chose to pop them up, you could do that as well. But we are just using the adhesive tonight. So we're going to use glue dots to put our acorns around on our card. And we're going to put this one right down there. And this one goes, oops. This one goes, how about let's put this one up here. That's kind of different, but it's good. I like that. All right, there is card number 4. 1 to go, guys. 1 to go. All right. Let's take it to card number 4. I'm at card number 5. Excuse me. Card number 5. Ooh. All right, here's card number 5. This one is a fun fold card. So you cut your card base as normal, but then you glue your 2 sides down, and then that leaves you this piece, and this stands up like an easel. And I know you probably can't really see that in the video. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. But it's an easel card. And then it leaves you just a little space to write a message. But I really thought this was cute, and I hope you enjoy it for those that got the kits. All right, so here we go. Let's fold our card base. And as you can see, I've already cut it. So we're going to fold this down and score it. Okay, now we're going to take our 2 flaps and we're going to take them back, and then we're going to put adhesive on them. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Hold on. I am using our Seal Plus, and it grabbed my paper. Quit. All right. Now we're going to take this flap and we're going to just fold it down just like that and press it. Same thing with this side, and press it. Now you should have the inside piece that still opens and shuts. Okay. You have 2 pieces of designer series paper that was cut for you. And then you are going to put it onto your side flaps right there. All right, so let's go ahead and hook that down. And I'm going to put some adhesive there. And then this is going to go straight onto the side panel. And the same thing with this side. And that goes right here for that panel. Now, you should have 2 squares, and that is going to go onto your card base here, onto your flap, and to top and the bottom. Okay. And we're going to put that one up here at the top. And then you're going to do the same thing here. And this is going to go down at the bottom. Now, you have that strap right there, or strip right there. You can take your linen thread, which is what I did in the example, but it is kind of hard to see the linen thread right there. So what I want to do And I did this on another card, and it made a big difference. So for those that got the kit, I do apologize that I didn't swap it out before I mailed it. But I am using our white 1/4 inch ribbon. And what I did is I took this and I just wrapped it. If I could pick this up, I just took this and I wrapped it around the front of the card here. And then I'm going to take it all the way around and hook it down. And then I'm going to just take my snips and cut it. And then we're going to put adhesive on the ribbon that will hold it down to the card. Okay. Just like that. All right. Now we are going to take our sentiment. Well, first let's take our strip that goes on the inside here. You have a piece of basic white that was cut for you. Go ahead and put your adhesive on it. And that's going to go straight in the center of the card base. Just like that. Okay. We're going to stamp our acorns again in the Early Espresso. Now, on the sample, I did the little X's, but because I've already glued that in, I don't want that to get on my designer paper. I'm not going to do that piece. And it'll still be okay. All right, now we're going to take our Cajun Craze. And we're going to color the top of our acorn. Okay, and that's all we're going to do there. Now we need our Early Espresso again because we need to stamp our sentiment onto our label. And yes, I did. I used Go Nuts, It's Your Birthday. And we're going to stamp that straight in here and pick it straight up so we don't get that everywhere. Okay, and then this I used dimensionals on because I want it to really stick up since it's an easel card, and because I use all of my dimensionals. I am now using the sides of my dimensional pack because, guys, if you don't do this, you're wasting dimensionals, because these, all you got to do is just cut them. And they're perfect. They work just like regular dimensionals. Okay? So make sure you use that little tip and don't waste your dimensionals. Because the sides of these are good for dimensionals. All right, so we're going to take this. This goes straight on the inside. And I did it down at the bottom of the card base, okay? So we're going to take the flap up. We're going to put this straight on here, just like that. And then this is going to go straight into there, just like that. All right, guys? All right, now we are going to take our little Fluffy Squirrel. We're going to stamp him just one more time. I know, it's been so much fun. I hope you have enjoyed this along with me, and I am looking forward to everyone that purchased a kit to purchase one for next month. And then if you did not get a kit, I hope you purchase a kit and be able to craft along with us next month. I am doing craft alongs every month. It will be the last Monday of every month. This is a new class that I am starting, And it has been so much fun getting it together. And I just hope that you support it and that it grows, because I have had a blast. And if you purchased a kit and you are enjoying it, I hope you share this with all of your friends. And let's keep crafting. All right, so there's our little squirrel. Now we got to do one more for our acorn. And I do have this kit. I do have a couple of these kits available. So if you're interested, there's guidelines in the instructions to where you can get this kit. Hello, Mom. There is instructions that you can still get this. So I have just a few more of these kits available. So get them before they go. So don't hold on. And once I run out, I will let everybody know that it has been sold out. All right, so we're going to take our X's now and stamp it in the early espresso. And I am going to just stamp the top part of the acorn. All right, now we're ready to punch him out. And let me grab my punch. Okay, we're going to punch our squirrel out, and then I may end up having to cut my cardstock down so I can get to the acorn. All right, so we're going to punch him. Now let's see what happens. Yeah, I need to cut this down. And the acorn goes right here. Okay. All right, let's hook our little squirrel down. Now, if you purchase the kit, you have a gold circle. We're going to take our adhesive and stick on the back of our squirrel. And I did the bottom part and just a little bit toward his tail. And I stuck him on the gold circle. Okay. And then his little acorn, we are going to take our glue dot and put that right there. And he is going to be holding his little acorn like he is gnawing it away. We're going to put our flap down. This, we're going to only attach adhesive to the bottom half of the squirrel. Okay, so only do bottom, and you just put him wherever you want onto the card itself, but make sure he's only connected at the bottom because he needs to be able to move when you push the card up. All right, so there is card number 5, guys. That is all of our craft along projects. So let me get everything off of the desk, and I will then pull all the projects back up and set them out so you can see them one last time. And if you did the projects along with us, I hope you post your projects because I would love to see your craft. So before I do any more, I was going to just share some of the other cards that I have done with the squirrel. So this is one of the cards that I've made. Here is another one that I've done. And then here is one as well. So there are so many ways that you can use the little fluffy squirrel in so many different settings. So that is the little fluffy squirrel. Let me put that up and let's get our projects out. All right, so this is card. Let's go ahead and get these off of the desk because all that's got to get cleaned up now. All right, so this is card number 5. Here is card number 3. Here is card number 2. And here is card number, oh, I said these wrong. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, And here is 1. Did I get it all in the video? I did not. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, so doesn't look like I'm going to get them all in. So let's do this. Here is card number 1. Here is card number 2. Here is card number 3. Okay. And here is card number 4. And I'm going to just push them up so we can get card number 5 in here as well. And here is card number 5. And then this is the easel piece. All right? All right, guys, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed Craft Along. Remember, I will be back live tomorrow at 7 p.m. with a short message. It is just a little talk about upcoming years since Wednesday is October 1st, which is a new Stamping Up year. I am going to just kind of go over what's going to be going on because I am adding new classes to our schedule, and I hope you enjoyed them. And also, if you're not on my email list, make sure you join my email so you get the updates for the upcoming Craft Along, in-person card classes, creativity club, and all the other fun things that is going on. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Thank you.